Upfront and Outspoken with Bob Williams. If you love the Constitution,
man is not free unless government is limited.
if you love freedom,
As government expands, liberty contracts.
if you believe in personal responsibility, if you believe America is still the greatest nation on earth, then get ready for an experience you'll never forget. This is Upfront and Outspoken. Here's your host, Bob Williams.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue.
And welcome back. This is Upfront Outspoken. Of course, I'm your host, Bob Williams. Glad to have you with me. And once again, I wanna, how can I say? I fudged up earlier, and I want to say I'm sorry to Jimmy Payne out there. He was supposed to be on here at 6:30 this morning. I did not look at the schedule, so that was my own fault. Jimmy, I apologize for it, and we are definitely going to get him back here Wednesday at 7 a.m. But the one man I do have, I always have a blast every time he comes on. He was at the Help Jessica Walk Again benefit at the Dawghouse Saloon this past Saturday. He's been in front of Jessica the bus. He's been all over the news. I'm talking about my good friend Jimmy Parker. Good morning, Jimmy, and thank you for getting up so early.
Well, thank you, Bob. Seems like you're the only one that gets me up this early anymore in the morning.
Oh, I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. How am I supposed to take that?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll take it as a compliment.
Ah, okay. I'll take it as if I don't, the boss is going to fire me. You know this.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Jimmy, you were at the benefit concert for Jessica Steinberg, and along with Chris Gantry, Mila Mason, Guy Nix, and the list goes on. Jimmy Payne and Sean Hamilton, Doug Briney. I mean, the list went on and on. What was that like, first off, to be surrounded by all these great artists?
Well, that is the big thing. Be surrounded by people like that and to be accepted into that type of community is just an honor itself, because I don't look at that as competition to me. I look at that as peers of what I love to do, and I admire their talents. We had some great songwriters there, some great singers and everything. They were all doing their best and trying to raise money. Jesse Keith Whitley came in for a while, and he got up and did a couple of songs. Chris Gantry, just unbelievable songwriter and musician. Mila Mason, a great singer. It's just an honor to be in that realm of people who are out there for a great cause, and everybody's trying to do the same thing, accomplish the same thing.
Now, how did it go? I mean, was it a big crowd that showed up, or what?
We had a fairly good-sized crowd. The Dawghouse Saloon is probably a medium-sized venue, and it was pretty well packed for the most part. It wasn't too many chairs or seats left available. They did have some standing room, but fire codes and all that, probably prevent a lot of people from being in there. But they did fairly well with the donations and everything. A lot of times when we were on the stage, we'd get the bucket to pass around and start the money like that and everything. But they had some people, James Napier, and notice I didn't say Napier, Napier.
I always blow his last name, so come on.
His wife, Terry, Kimberly Davis, and Karen Simage, all of them were working hard to help raise money for this beautiful young lady with such a positive attitude.
The other thing is I heard through the rumor mill, and maybe you can confirm this, I heard CMT showed up.
That I don't know. I didn't see any CMT cameras around. Now, they did have some people filming, but I'm not sure what organization they were with. There weren't any. I didn't see any signs or credentials or name tags or anything like that on the cameras or anything.
Wouldn't that be nice if it was CMT? I mean, here we go, a great event for such a brilliant young lady. I mean, she is. I mean, you've met her. I've talked to her. I mean, here you have this very optimistic, very courageous young woman, and stricken by this horrendous disease, and I want to believe they were there to record what you guys were doing. I really want to believe that, although I'm getting a little feedback here and there, but I really want to believe that you guys did a fantastic job over there. I wish I could have been there, but my van is got a blown oil seal, so we couldn't make it.
Well, just being filmed, whoever was in there doing it, I think is a good thing, because anybody who takes a picture is going to post it and probably be on the internet, and the internet, goes worldwide. So, any type of exposure like that is great. And yes, if it had been CMT in there, and they want to put something like that on CMT, oh yes, go for it.
Everybody would be glad about that. That's why do you think I stay behind the microphone? You can't see me. No, I'd break their camera. No thanks. I don't want to be charged thousands of dollars for it. That's
true.
Oh, you had to agree. I mean, come on, Jimmy, give me a break. But the thing is that I know that there was this enthusiasm from everyone, being there, and the camaraderie that I seen just in the images that James posted. You guys, be it at the bus, be it downtown, it looks like this was just it didn't have the benefit atmosphere, but it more or less had a family atmosphere. Is that what you kind of drew away, or is that just, or am I reading it all wrong?
Well, it had a little bit of everything about it. It was definitely the cause of it was known as a benefit, and then with all the entertainers being allowed to come in and participate and play, gave it a concert-like atmosphere also, and it all just gelled into one little thing. And then the end, of course, everybody knew it was all for one purpose, and that was to help raise money to help Jessica and her father out with their bills and all.
Now, have you heard anything recently yourself from Jessica or Jeff?
No, I haven't heard from them recently, but I do know through the grapevine that she is standing now, and I think she's starting to walk a little bit with the aid of a walker. So she's progressing. Still going to take some time and take a lot of money and effort. But I'm telling you, that girl, just from the few moments that I spent with her in the hospital here at Vanderbilt in Nashville, she's going to walk again, because I'm 14 years old with a positive attitude like that, a smile on her face, and it's no way possible that a miracle is not going to happen for her.
The other miracle, I shouldn't have put it that way, but the other good thing coming out of all of this as well is that Jessica, once she walks out of Atlanta, she has the ability, it's there for her to walk into a recording studio, cut her very first record. Have you been invited to participate with that event as well, or what do you know about that?
I've only heard probably about as much as you have on that. I've not been invited. Something like that I'm not anticipating an invitation to. I'm just happy for her to be able to get the opportunity at such a young age, and be able, and hope she'll take advantage of that and move on with it. And but it's a great thing that will happen for her.
When I seen the video of you at Jessica's side with your guitar, and you had a point of bringing that up in the interview, what type of guitar it was, because it was yours.
Mm-hmm.
I teased you about the fact that you're going to have competition with this young lady because she is so talented, and I kind of tease you about that. But Jimmy, I want to switch gears here a little bit, because
okay.
You have a great song out that just came out not too long ago. Well, a little while ago, but not really that long ago. And you've been really pushing it with the independent country music charts. And
yeah.
Where is it standing right now?
It has been as high as number 2, but we're consistently right now at number 3. The top two, number 1 and number 2, they've been switching positions quite a bit, but we're holding on right now at number 3, and it's basically, a lot of it has to do with the people going in there to vote for the song on that particular chart. And it's going to take a lot of votes to get it to number one because I'm competing with like bands. So if it's a 5-piece band that I'm competing against, well, that's 5-1 votes right there. So, it just depends upon the fan base, how much they believe in the song, how much they want to vote and get in there and support it. But number 3 is nothing to laugh at. I think number 3 is a really good position.
Now, if they want to vote, how do they go about voting for your song? Now, I haven't
to a place called the Independent Hot Country Music Charts. I can give the website out, but I'd have to spell it out. It's not an easy one to pronounce, but they can go to that website, or they can go to clayscountry.com. I think there should be a vote button on there that would take them to that site also. But if they could get in there and help me out with some votes, that would be a big thing for me. This is we've gone probably a month now, and it started off at 49, number 49, and overnight it jumped to 29, and then we're progressing up. So the last week or so, we've been holding steady at the number 3 spot.
Which is not bad. And I'm sure you got a link of how people can vote on your Facebook wall, too, don't you?
Yes. For those who are not on my friends list, I do have some availability left. I've been up to 5,000, but I'm down to about 4,950 right now. And that's Jimmy Parker Music on Facebook. But if they want to go to my music page, facebook.com/Parker's Jukebox, they can go on, and the link is right there. And I think the public can see that.
There you go. And the song that we're talking about, Jimmy has self-promoted this song every single time he comes on. So I'm going to let him introduce the song himself.
Well, this is a song that I found through my producer. It was written by 3 great songwriters, Billy Ryan, Mike McGuire, Jimmy Yeary, and I don't know why this song was never recorded and promoted as a hit song, because it has such a meaningful message to it, and I think it touches the hearts of a lot of people. But it's called "You Never Know," and in this day and time, a lot of things happen today, and you never know what's going to happen, and it can affect those that you love. It can affect your friends. It can affect anybody. And what the message that's getting across, the overall message is just, hold on to that person. Let them know that you love them, because in the end, with the day, the way it is, this here today and gone tomorrow aspect, you never know what's going to happen.
And this is Jimmy Parker and You Never Know.
Kissed his wife at gate number 5, headed on another red-eye flight. Told her he'd be back on the 9th, and they'd find the time to take the kids out on the coast, do the things that really matter most. But he won't be coming home this time. Guess you never know. You never know. In this here today and gone tomorrow. So don't be fighting with your brother. Tell your mama that you love her, and hold your woman tight and don't let go. 'Cause you never know. So I took my own advice, and I held my woman tight. I cry about my brother's life nearly every night. I think about our year-long grudge. Mama begged me to call him up, what I wouldn't give to go back. 'Cause you never know. No, you never know. In this here today and gone tomorrow. So don't be fighting with your brother. Tell your mama that you love her, Hold your woman tight and don't let go. 'Cause you never know. If you've been putting off forgiveness, man, tomorrow ain't a promise. Call 'em up tonight and let it go. Cause you never know.
And that is my guest, Jimmy Parker, and You Never Know. A beautiful, beautiful song. So I'm encouraging everybody out there, go vote for this. Send this thing to #1. It deserves it. I mean, come on, Jimmy, you did a great job.
Thank you, Bob. I think my producer did such a wonderful job with this song, too, Danny Muhammad. He really works his tail off for me to get me the best product that we can get out there for the money that we can afford to do. But, yeah, I agree with you. This song is something else. It touched me the first time I heard it. It should be #1.
It really should be. Now, we were talking off air a little bit about this because the video has a few seconds in front of it regarding, I'm assuming it's kind of like an image of you in your younger days and your brother, at least in the video, and then it goes into the song. And my question has been, why wasn't that few seconds added to the song when the song itself was released?
Well, we recorded the song before we did the video, and so that's what the case is. What they're hearing on the radio when you play that little part there is from the video that we recorded in California last May, and the song had already been recorded. Before we could do a video track, we have to have a sound recording of the song. Now, what happened was in the production and the direction of the video, the director saw this image in his mind of the younger two brothers, and so we put them in the swing, and that's how that came about. And then we recorded their voices in their talking part right there in the beginning of the video. If people would like to see that video, they can go to YouTube and just search on YouTube Jimmy Parker, You Never Know.
It's a beautiful video, but I'm kind of surprised you don't make an extended version of the song with that little segment in it. I mean, that would be, of course, I'm just a humble DJ. I don't know nothing, but I think that'd be terrific for people to have the opportunity to have that little bit of in the beginning, because to me, that signifies the entire song, because you have two brothers growing up. I mean, I grew up with an older brother. And we've had our disagreements, and I'm not going to say we didn't. And that little segment there shows, like you said, you never know, because in the video, your brother in the video actually dies during the time that you and him have an argument. And
exactly.
You never went back and said, hey, I'm sorry, bro, and you regret it. I think we all kind of regret it. And this song makes such an impact in the respect that we have to forgive. There's no doubt about it.
Exactly. That's the whole message of the song.
There, see, I summed up. I took the words right out. This is the first time Jimmy's been this quiet when I talk to him. I mean, come on. But Jimmy, we've got about 2 minutes left, and like I said, it's always I always have a blast when you come on. I want people to once again know where they can get your music. I know you've got what do you call them, house concerts coming up.
Well, they're starting to come in really good now. I just got booked in San Antonio, and for April, I'm looking for some more possible shows down in that area. Anybody that is interested in a house concert, go to my Facebook page, Jimmy Parker House Concerts on Facebook, and read all about it. And if you're interested, please contact me. I don't mind coming to your hometown and giving you and your invited guest a concert of my live music.
A lot of people are going to say, okay, house concert. What's a house concert? We've gone over this many times, but tell my new listeners what a house concert is.
Well, in a short story about it. It's an intimate setting in which everything is focused on an artist and their music. And everybody is invited. It's not a house party, so you're not looking for any drinking. You're not looking for little kids or anything running around. You want all of the focus on the music. So most of the people will either be standing or sitting in a one room or an area that you have sanctioned off for this. And then there's a bubble put over everything. And I have PA system and light gear to really make it theatrical. And it's actually a concert atmosphere with just one performer performing his or her music.
There you go. Got to check it out, folks. Book them. I don't care. Book them. If you're right next door to me, book them. I mean, come on. Let's get Jimmy here to Oklahoma.
And it's little or no cost to the host, too.
There.
I can explain that if they call me.
There you go. Well, if they don't call you, Jimmy, let me know, and I'll get you back on here, and you can chew them out. How's that?
Okay, that'll work.
All right. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, what can I tell you? Yes, time for me to get out of here. Stay tuned, because coming up next, right after NPR News, Ed Till will be with you all the way to 4 o'clock. Until tomorrow, 6 a.m., this is Bob Williams. Take care of yourselves.